Samsung Galaxy S1 in 2019.
Is that really possible?
Hey guys, so I decided to do an experiment, which is to use the Galaxy S1 as my main phone for a full day. I switched from my Galaxy S10 to the Galaxy S1 10 years in the past, and my experience was shocking. So Galaxy S1 was released 10 years ago, and the latest software version it runs is the Android 2.3.6 Gingerbread, which is long dead. Like, no one supports Gingerbread. On Gingerbread, this phone is nothing more than a feature phone. You can call, you can text, and that's pretty much it. Even browsing the web is a painful experience because of all those certificate errors. So it was impossible to use this phone on Gingerbread, which is why I went on to XDA forums, where I found out that this phone can even run Android 7.1 Nougat version, unofficially of course, and that absolutely blows my mind because this is a phone that has a single core chip with only 512 MB of RAM. Nonetheless, I was really curious, so I spent countless hours searching those 10-year-old forums, finding those old links so that I can root the Gingerbread version. So from that, I was able to update it to Ice Cream Sandwich, then Android Lollipop, then Marshmallow, then Nougat. But from the Nougat, I downgraded this to Android Marshmallow, and I was so surprised that this phone, the original Galaxy S1, is running the Android Marshmallow, which is still a very recent time software. It still gets support for the third-party application, so I end up installing the full advanced Galaxy S custom ROM, which is based on Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow, and I've been using it for the past 1.5 days, and I gotta say, it is absolutely surprising how much capable this old hardware really is. So thanks to this Android version, I was able to install all the apps that I normally use on my S10 Plus, and yes, it does take some time to open the application. It's not gonna be as fast as today's phone because of its only single core chip, but it is absolutely crazy that a phone that is 10-year-old with that hardware is able to run the stuff that we normally use on our phone. And once the Instagram is opened, I can pretty much scroll without any problem. It works fine. I can load up my profile, see all my posts, and pretty much Instagram that it normally works on any phone works on this old legend. Instagram camera also works with this phone, so I can take a selfie and post it. I did post a story already. And same goes with the back camera as well. I can take a photo, take a video. It just works perfectly. I can make a boomerang as well. Obviously, no support for those front camera effects or anything. But the fact that it works, it's absolutely amazing. So throughout the day, I was able to use Instagram. And then also, the latest version of Twitter works as well. And again, it takes few seconds to open. So I will close the Instagram so that I have enough RAM for this application to run without any lag. So you can see it is now open and it's loading the latest feed. You can see it does have a little bit of stuttering, but like I said, I mean, this is a 10-year-old phone. So if this phone is able to survive after 10 years, then Galaxy S10 Plus might actually go for the next 20 years. Who knows? With the custom ROMs, it could be able to run the next 20 version of Android, even if Samsung decides to quit updating this phone. So this is an example for that. Again, Twitter works fine as well. I can scroll. I can also tweet as well. As you can see, it just works. It just works like any other phone. And it is up. I already have 9 likes. So this actual ROM that I installed is pretty good as well. It is very well optimized for the S1 so that you could use these applications. So it's very light. I was able to do a bit of overclocking as well. So I've overclocked it from 1.2 gigahertz to 1.4 gigahertz, and I've set the minimum speed to 1 gigahertz and setting this to performance as well so that I have the maximum performance. And it is running the pure Android 6.0.1 Google look. So everything is just pure, no bloatware whatsoever. One of the features that helped me use this phone without any major problem is the ability to kill the application using the back key. Sometimes if I felt that it's getting slow because of the background app, then all I did is to hold the back key for a few seconds and then it killed that application in the background, and then it went smooth again. Now, other than the working Instagram and Twitter, I also have a working browser as well. So you can see the scrolling is very smooth for a 10-year-old phone. Again, when I go to some heavy website, it does take some time to load that up. As you can see, it does take more time than any other phone that we have right now, but still very decent for such an old phone. So it took about 10 seconds to load this page, but once it's loaded up, I don't see any lag whatsoever. I can also zoom in, zoom out, just like I would do normally on any other Android phone. This is having a 4-inch Super AMOLED display, so from that time it was a really good display, I would say, and it still is pretty good. I do have some burn issues at the bottom, but yeah, I mean, it is a nice display for a 4-inch device of 2009. The launcher that comes with this ROM is the Nova launcher, so it has been set for its fastest performance. Other than that, I've also have the YouTube application, which actually doesn't work because it requires the latest Google services, but I'm able to use YouTube through browsers, so that works fine. And for its video performance, it can play videos up to 720p HD. I also took some photos, so this camera is still better than the camera people use to capture aliens. I was able to take a really clean photo that I shared on Instagram and Twitter as well. Looking at these pictures, it just makes me so grateful to have so many great smartphones with amazing camera. Like 10 years, we have such advancement in this smartphone camera game. Now, the basic functions such as calling and texting, those are fine, no problem whatsoever. As for the battery life, it lasts me about a half day, from a full charge in the morning to about 10% battery in the evening. So I had to charge this phone again, so 2 charges in 24 hours on a 1600 mAh battery. I think it's not bad. It takes 3 hours to fully charge, and also you can see it has a headphone jack on the top as well, something Samsung still holds to this day. Now, all in all, thanks to the custom development, I've been able to use the Galaxy S1 like a 2019 phone with all the latest applications that I normally use on my phone. It just really shows you how much these phones are actually capable of. I mean, unofficially, they can run versions up to Nougat from the original 2.3.6 Gingerbread. It just shows how much these phones can still do. So it is still well and alive, and that's the beauty of Android. If you have a Galaxy S10, chances are it's gonna be relevant even after 15-20 years with the current hardware. So yeah guys, that was my full day of Galaxy S1 usage in 2019. I'm definitely gonna be switching back to my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus now because I missed this phone so much. It just made me so grateful to be alive in this era. I mean, this is ridiculous. So I'll be doing my review of the S10 Plus really soon. It's almost going to be 30 days, so stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.